You expect mistakes from small businesses finding their feet. You expect delay from companies that have only just opened their doors. What you do not expect is a luxury brand charging premium prices while customers open their parcels and wonder whether they have received the right order at all. Yet that is exactly the conversation taking over social media right now. Recent product launches connected to Meghan Markle's lifestyle venture have sparked a wave of reactions online, with customers and commentators questioning whether the brand is truly delivering the high-end experience it promises. Several unboxing videos quickly gained attention after showing products arriving in less than perfect condition, leading many people to ask a simple question. If a company wants to be seen as premium, shouldn't every detail reflect that standard? The discussion spread rapidly across social media platforms, with thousands weighing in on everything from packaging and presentation to pricing and customer expectations. For many viewers, the issue was not merely about chocolates, candles, or promotional products. It was about trust. When customers spend a significant amount of money on an item, they are buying more than the product itself. They are investing in the story surrounding it, the reputation behind it, and the confidence that what arrives at their doorstep will match the image they were sold. Instead, critics argued that some recent examples appeared to create a gap between expectation and reality. The reaction became even more intense because celebrity-backed brands are often held to a different standard. Fame can generate attention, but attention alone cannot guarantee loyalty. Consumers today are more informed, more vocal, and far less willing to overlook problems simply because a famous name is attached to a product. Every review, every photograph, and every customer experience can become public within moments. That reality means brands live and die by public perception. Supporters of Meghan argue that every business faces challenges during expansion, and that setbacks are a natural part of growth. Critics, however, believe that repeated issues create a larger concern. Either way, the attention surrounding these launches demonstrates just how closely people are watching. Every product release becomes a headline, every customer review becomes a talking point, and every misstep attracts intense scrutiny. What might once have been a minor complaint buried in an email inbox can now become a viral discussion seen by millions. Whether fair or unfair, that is a reality of modern business. The spotlight is brighter than ever. And once public opinion begins moving in a particular direction, changing the narrative becomes increasingly difficult. The conversation extends far beyond products. Over recent months, there has been growing interest in Meghan's wider efforts to establish herself within the lifestyle and fashion world. Industry observers have noted how carefully curated images, promotional campaigns, and brand messaging appear designed to create a complete lifestyle identity rather than simply sell individual items. This approach is hardly unusual. Many successful brands build entire worlds around their products, encouraging consumers to buy into a vision as much as a purchase. Yet with visibility comes criticism, and every move inevitably attracts analysis. Some commentators have drawn comparisons between Meghan's public image and styles that have historically resonated with audiences, particularly those associated with members of the royal family. Such observations have fueled endless debate online, with supporters praising her sense of style and critics accusing her of relying too heavily on familiar imagery. Whatever side people fall on, the discussion itself reveals something important. Public figures no longer control their own narrative in the way they once did. Every appearance, photograph, and social media post is examined in extraordinary detail. The smallest coincidence can become a trending topic, while even innocent decisions can generate widespread speculation. At the same time, there are questions about influence and relevance. Public appearances, interviews, and brand launches are often viewed through the lens of popularity, with commentators eager to measure success through attendance figures, social engagement, and media coverage. This creates an environment where perception becomes almost as important as reality. A successful event may still attract criticism. A disappointing turnout may overshadow an important message. In such circumstances, maintaining momentum becomes a constant challenge. Yet perhaps the most fascinating aspect of the entire story is how divided public opinion remains. There are those who believe Meghan is unfairly targeted, facing criticism that would never be directed at others. Then there are those who argue that scrutiny is simply the consequence of choosing such a public path. Both viewpoints continue to shape the conversation, ensuring that every development receives significant attention. Love her or dislike her, one thing is undeniable. Few public figures generate as much discussion as Meghan Markle. Every announcement becomes news, every appearance becomes content, and every business move becomes a subject of debate. What may prove most significant, however, is not any individual product launch, social media post, or fashion discussion. It is a broader question of long-term sustainability. Building a successful brand requires more than publicity. It requires consistency, credibility, and the ability to persuade customers to return again and again. Initial curiosity can drive sales, but only satisfaction creates lasting loyalty. This is where many celebrity ventures succeed or fail. The public may purchase once because they recognize a name, but repeat purchases depend entirely on the quality of the experience. As the spotlight continues to shine on Meghan's business ambitions, the challenge ahead is becoming increasingly clear. Can the brand move beyond headlines and establish itself on its own merits? Can it convince consumers that it offers genuine value rather than relying on celebrity recognition? Those questions remain unanswered, and the coming months may provide a clearer picture. For now, the conversation continues to grow louder. Every launch, every customer review, and every public appearance adds another chapter to a story that millions remain interested in following. Some believe the criticism is exaggerated. Others believe it is fully deserved. Regardless of where the truth ultimately lies, public opinion will continue to play a decisive role. In the modern digital age, reputation can be built remarkably quickly, but it can also be damaged just as fast. The challenge facing any public figure is learning how to navigate that reality while remaining authentic and focused on long-term goals. Meghan Markle now finds herself at exactly that crossroads. The decisions made today could shape public perception for years to come. But what do you think? Is the criticism justified, or has the scrutiny gone too far? Share your thoughts in the comments below because this debate is far from over. If you enjoyed this video and want more in-depth discussions on the biggest stories making headlines, be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, and join us for the next one.